Hi Virgo, I'm Pam, and welcome to your Psychic Tarot reading for November 2019. This month I'm using the Hanson-Roberts Tarot deck. And remember, these are general readings, and to get messages pertaining specifically for you, you would need a private reading. This recording is for Virgo Sun, Virgo Ascendant, and Virgo Moon. Please be sure to watch your rising sign and your moon sign, because some months they're going to resonate more for you than your sun sign will. All that being said, Virgo, now on to your November 2019 Psychic Tarot reading. First card you have is the Emperor, and this is a paternal figure that's crossed over to the other side, watching you, guiding you, and protecting you. They could be giving you ideas and inspirations that actually feel like yours, but they could be coming from the Emperor. This could also be a strong male figure in the living. This could be a father, grandfather, great-grandfather, someone like a father figure to you, a boss. It could be a husband, an ex-husband, a brother, an uncle, or somebody that's just a strong male figure for you in your life. If your father or a strong male figure has passed, you're sort of contending with or dealing with a lot of things or residual emotions or goings on still happening from his passing. The residual of his passing. It could be that you're still grieving, or you're horribly upset, or that the estate is not settled, or that, maybe your mother is left behind and now she's in disarray. I don't know, but like you're still dealing with the accumulations. I really do feel that this is about somebody who has passed. I do feel in some ways this person on the other side is trying to cajole you or move you along and push you in the right direction. The other sign that got this card was Gemini. So you might want to listen to the Gemini reading, because maybe you have a rising or moon sign of Gemini, and this will be doubly making sense for you. They may have had complications with their throat or their airways or their breathing. They may have had sleep apnea or a lot of trouble when they were sleeping. Maybe they woke up and felt like they couldn't breathe, towards the end of their life is what I mean. The Emperor feels like there's something that you have to do. The Emperor is saying, like, there's something they're looking at you like they're feeling like you're sitting on the fence or sitting on your hands, like you're wasting time. There's something they want you to get on with, get going. Maybe your life has been stalled since his passing. Or there's something that you are not, you're like hesitant or reluctant to do. I just have to say right now, because I see it so clearly, I got to say it. There is a giant whale in the clouds when I look outside, because the clouds are all gray. And there's this white whale. So that could be a symbol in particular to you. Maybe that has something to do with the Emperor. Maybe their animal totem was a whale, a white whale, or whales mean something to you. I recommend you look up on the computer animal totem whale and see what message whale is giving you, because it's starkly different than the other clouds in the sky right now. Yeah, the Emperor is acting like you're wasting time. You're not getting on with something. You're spinning your wheels. It just keeps coming up to me over and over again. You're waiting too long. You're wasting time. Even making one step or one little move will be greatly beneficial. You may even feel like you've been abandoned or isolated or cut off by someone. This is a passing phase. It's transitory. I do not feel it's going to stick. The card you have next is the Ace of Cups. This is new love relationship coming in for you. It could also be God giving you the Holy Grail of love. So it could be universal love, like if you're on YouTube or out in the public in some way, you could get a lot of love from followers or the public. It could be coming to you from your family. If you own your own business or you're producing something, a lot of people could be loving you, your work, your ideas. There could be a reigniting of love in a love relationship you're already in. I feel like the fountain of youth is springing up in you. And I do feel like you're going through an awful lot of changes, maybe physical changes, but also emotional changes that may be bringing you back, Virgo, to your roots of emotions that you had a long time ago, or emotions you kind of forgot about or grew up and walked away from. They're coming back. You're going to have a revisiting of emotions from the past, maybe even your childhood past, that are going to kick up for you in the month of November. This could very likely be because Mercury's in retrograde from October 31st until the 20th of November, and then we're still in the shadow period until up until and through the 7th of December. So from October 31st to through December 7th, these emotions of things you felt from the past, maybe you like forgot about them, like things that you haven't felt in a very, very long time. They're coming back up to the surface now. Some of you that are single are going to attract the attention of, well, it doesn't even have to be if you're single. Some of you Virgos are going to attract the attention of someone that might have some romantic interest in you and want to begin seeing you or dating you, but I'm not completely convinced or sure that you are ready or that you're going to be up for it. And this is time to shine your best light out into the world. Don't hide your light under a bushel basket. Like, don't let, upsetting or sad emotions or grieving or things being disheveled in your life, or things to do with the Emperor not settled, or whatever's going on. Don't let that hold you back from doing your best work, presenting yourself in the best light. Strive for those things. It's going to help you through any emotional problems you're having at this time. Some of you are going to be welling up with pride and emotion and joy because there is a child that's going to be born into your family, and very likely it is a boy. I feel this could be like maybe your child is having a child and you're going to become a grandmom or a granddad. Or maybe they're not born yet, but you're hearing they're coming. Because I also get this new love about someone coming into your family through a birth. And this is going to be a rare opportunity or a unique opportunity because you are going to have extremely strong ties to them and connect with them so very strongly. So you had a mixture of messages there through that card. You have Nine of Swords next. This is grieving the loss of a love relationship, grieving the loss of someone. Could possibly be you're grieving the Emperor still if they passed away. This could also be sleepless nights, worriment, bad dreams, migraine headaches, not feeling well. You could be worried about your own health, or you could be worried about somebody you care about's health. The other signs that got this card was Aries and Aquarius. So if you have Aries or Aquarius rising or moon sign, this could be impacting you strongly. I do feel that you're grieving, feeling like you had to give up somebody that you loved. Maybe you have a spouse or a loved one that passed away. It could be the Emperor. It could also be through a breakup. Maybe you were in love or in a relationship, you wasn't going anywhere, or they cheated on you, or something happened and you had to give it up, because it is coming up like grieving the loss of someone. But what's the scenario it happened for you? It could be, like I said, multiple ways. They could have moved away, they could be deceased, or you two could have broken up. I really feel some of you are being really super hard on yourself, and you may feel like you're not going to find happiness again, or that you're not going to be able to get over it. I feel like you will be able to get much better past it in a month or two, where at that time in December or in January, maybe even the beginning of February, where you're going to feel like the slate has been wiped clean and things are going on much better for you emotionally. But I don't feel that you're feeling that in November. Maybe if you live in the United States, we have the Thanksgiving holidays. Maybe your memories of somebody that you cherish dear to you, whether they passed or you broke up or whatever the scenario, it's bringing up memories for you that are hard for you to deal with because Thanksgiving or that time of year in November was so important and poignant for you with that person. Try not to use your grief as a crutch of escapism. I know that sounds like a weird message, but just think that over. You may find like you can't cope with certain things, like you just feel so depressed, you want to go to bed early. You may be telling people, I've got to go to bed now. I can't, or I need a nap. Even if you're not going to bed early, maybe you're going to find yourself sleeping at weird times throughout the day because you're going through some kind of mourning or grieving process. Try not to resort to substances to combat it, or as escapism. Try not to use drugs or alcohol or, I don't know, whatever else, overspending with shopping, retail therapy. I mean, there's many things you could do as escapism. Try to avoid that because if you get down that road, it's going to escalate and it's a very hard road to get off of. So the next card you have is Five of Swords, and Five of Swords is a card that symbolizes drawing a line in the sand, standing up for yourself, standing up against any gossipers, naysayers, or detractors. It can also mean if you're in a battle or a fighting situation, you could win the battle. You could be the victor here. You could overcome. The other signs that got Five of Swords this month, listen to how many: Taurus, Scorpio, and Capricorn. And now you. So out of 12 signs, 5 of you are getting Five of Swords. I do feel like you can't stand some situation that's going on, Virgo, where you feel like some people are kind of bullying you. They could be like, or trying to coerce you or manipulate you or get you to do too much for them. Like they may be trying to get money out of you, or maybe there's a family situation going on and they're like, well, I'm too busy. I can't help mom because I've got to work and I have little kids and you don't. So you need to go over and help more because I don't have the time to be able to do it. Or other things, well, things are falling in your lap, or could be at work where people are like, oh, they put too many demands on me and boss, I can't really contend with all this work. So can you give some of my work that I have to do over to Virgo? Let them pick up my slack. Like that kind of thing could be going on too. And I feel like there's some people that you have tried to treat with kindness and respect, but I feel that they kind of like threw that in your face, or it backfired. It didn't heal what you had hoped it would heal, or it didn't solve anything. So that energy also is swirling around this Five of Swords card. And I feel like you are going to stand up to them and you're going to be like, I'm going to show them who's boss. You're not going to push me around anymore. Because I feel like you're going to say, I'm going to give this much and not a penny more, or not an effort more. This is how much I'm doing. This is it and no further. I pick that energy up about you, Virgo. You might even feel like there's some weird motivations by some people that are in your family or at your place of work that are like going, tee-hee-hee, like they're conspiring, like, let's see if we can get away with this or that. Could even be your kids doing it. Let's sneak out. Let's go sneak out tonight. Or, or it could be if you have students, like, yeah, let's just not show up to class and we'll all not go. Or, I don't know, but there's some conspiring going on around you too. But I feel like if that is happening, you're going to find it out, it's going to be uncovered, and you're going to call them out on it, and you're going to put a stop to it. The outcome of this for you with Five of Swords is basically you're laying down the law and you're showing them who's boss. In whatever situation, how this is going to apply to you, because keep in mind, it is a general reading. And that's why, and you don't have We're not all on the same timeline, and you don't have the same birth chart as everybody else. Always wise to watch your rising sign or your moon sign. And if you have strongly in your chart Taurus, Scorpio, or Capricorn, I recommend you listen to why Five of Swords came up for them. So your last card here is the Empress. And the Empress is a maternal figure that's either in the living or deceased, which is watching over you, guiding you, protecting you. This could be a mother, grandmother, great-grandmother, someone like a mother figure to you. It could also be you, could be the Empress. This is a card symbolic of creation. It could be the beginning and creation of there could be birth of a child, a birth of a business, project, plan, or idea. Now, Gemini got the exact same two cards in their reading. So if you have a rising sign or moon sign of Gemini, or you're cross-watching, and this is not your sun sign, maybe Gemini's your sun sign, you got the Empress and the Emperor like Gemini did. So keep that in mind. I feel like you have a lot of things to be thankful for. And I'm hearing that you've given a lot of things up. Maybe you wanted to start looking for a new job, or you were thinking of starting a new company, or you were thinking of starting a business, or you were thinking of buying a house, or you were thinking of doing something, but you gave up that idea for some reason. So it kind of sounds like this card would have been reversed for you, possibly. And I feel like you're like really strongly reality based this month, and you're seeing things truly as they truly are. And I see you Virgos that had ideas of things or things you wanted to start are saying, it's not the right time for me to do that right now. Doesn't mean you're not ever going to do it, just means you may put these things on the back burner at the moment. Virgo, you may actually even feel a little sorry for yourself this month. You've held out high hopes and high ideals for yourself or for your life or some project or plan, and now you're kind of feeling like you're losing hope over it, which could be a contributing factor to you having the Nine of Swords card here. If you have an ailing mother or strong female relative in your family that's ailing, keep in mind I'm saying ailing, you could put them in a nursing home or some kind of medical facility or a rehabilitation facility, or maybe they have to go into hospice, and maybe it's only temporary. Maybe it's not like they're going to pass, but they need some kind of treatment of some sort. And I feel like you're going to be really critical this month and looking at a lot of people around you in your life with a fisheye, or looking at them through a microscope, like, what exactly are you contributing? What exactly are you doing? What exactly are you asking of me? And what are you willing to do? And what are you really up to when you're not being helpful? And or maybe it's going to be people around you that you work with, or professionals like doctors. Maybe you're going to be like, is this doctor telling me the truth about what's going on here? I'm skeptical. Or if you're consulting a lawyer, like, really? Is that really my only option? I need to talk to somebody else because I'm skeptical. You're going to have the magnifying glass out, the Sherlock Holmes hat on and all that, and I feel like you're going to be like, you're going to be like not believing everything that you're hearing, or highly skeptical of it, or wanting more facts and proof of things. And that, like I said, it's a general reading. So where's this happening? Is it professionals you're consulting? Is it your family? Is it happening at work? Is it a love partner? I don't know, but you're definitely like, and I feel like it's multiple people you're skeptical of. I don't feel like it's just one person. I feel like you're like, really? Is this really the truth? Is this really the facts? Is this really the accurate picture? You might want to get second opinions, or you may want to do some digging and investigative work about what's going on with some of these people and what they're telling you. So you have a very tricky month. I'm not going to lie to you, Virgo. Some of the signs were better than others this month, but I feel that this Mercury is in retrograde. We have this Scorpio, had the Scorpio new moon on November 20, on October 27th. And those effects last for 2 weeks to up to 30 days. So that's well into November. And that was opposite Uranus. And we've got this Mercury in retrograde going at least till the 20th November. And then you got the shadow afterwards. I do not feel for many of the signs this is going to be a fantastic month in general. But I'm going to tell you, there was a lot of ups and downs in the reading. You are going to get past all this. So try not to get worked up and go, that reading sucked. I wanted to hear good messages and she only gave me crappy messages. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. You did have a good card here. You do. So something is good here. And, you know, some of these things are processes you're just having to go through, and you're going to process them and get through this. Better times are ahead. But I'm not going to say to you, you know, maybe some of you are going to say, I had the best November ever. I don't know what you were talking about. Well, again, we're not all on the same timeline. I certainly wish you the best. I always do. One of my very, very, very dear friends is a Virgo. I have nothing against Virgo, so please know I am completely wishing the best for your beautiful sign. My grandmother, who I love dearly with all my heart, she also was a Virgo. So I've had very fond, warm feelings for Virgo. Just know I totally wish you the best. So I hope this reading was of help to you, and I hope it made sense. I want to thank you so very much for watching my videos, and please like, share, and subscribe. And if you would like to get notified when I upload my videos here to YouTube, just hit that notification bell when you do subscribe, and that way you'll get the notification. Also, Virgo, if you would like to get a continuation of this reading where I look into my crystal and give you additional psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides for the month of November 2019, you can access those videos for download and purchase by clicking on the link below this video in the description box in the Show More section, and it will take you to my Vimeo videos on demand page for the November 2019 psychic crystal readings for each sign of the zodiac. Also, if you're interested in getting the latest video series I recorded besides the crystal readings for Vimeo, is the Angels and Ancestors Psychic Oracle Card readings. That video link is below this video. I used the Angels and Ancestors Oracle cards, which is a quite powerful deck, and those messages were very spiritual and had a psychological bent to them as well, and there were some predictions in them as well. I've gotten a lot of messages and kind emails about those videos. People really like them, so you may enjoy them as well. Also, the other video series link that's below this video is the 7-card Horseshoe Tarot Spread Psychic Tarot reading for each sign of the zodiac, where in 7 cards I look at one or more very important themes or person in your life that will give you about hidden messages, hidden like obstacles, things, what's going on, and solutions are in those videos. So my guides can give a lot of messages in 7 cards. Look how many messages they give you in 5. So just see if you want to check them out. That link is below this video, or you can get any of my videos by going to my website, www.theluckymermaid.com. Click on the videos tab on my menu, and there you can read all the video series, what cards I used, what card decks I used, how many cards I pulled, how long in time the predictions and the readings go out until, and then you can make your selection by clicking on your sign under that heading, and it will take you to that video on Vimeo. Also, if you would like to get additional psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides channeled through me that you're not going to see here on YouTube, you can access those by going to my social media pages, The Lucky Mermaid LLC on Facebook, The Psychic Pastry Chef LLC on Facebook, and my Instagram account, The Lucky Mermaid _ Pam Georgel. I pull tarot cards, sacred geometry oracle cards, messages from your animal spirit guides, oracle cards, angels, gods, and goddesses oracle cards, angels and ancestors oracle cards, plus mermaid cards and many different types of tarot cards. And I use the crystal. You never know what's going to go on over there in the social media aspects of my readings. And many people, if you read the feedback, especially on Facebook, find that these messages often really are speaking to them and resonating strongly for them. So they may also resonate for you as well. So I hope you have an absolutely phenomenal and noteworthy November, Virgo. And know that I wish you many blessings and peace.